Taking up the course of Bachelor of Arts in Economics. So for this morning, we will be presenting the results of the survey we conducted last March 27 up until 29. So here is the local development plan for Barangay Kapinyahan, Maldivan. So in introduction, the barangay encompasses both agricultural and residential zones with most residents engaged in farming, micro-enterprises, and service-based occupation. So according to the Barangay Development Plan in 2023 to 2026 on Chapter 2, so Barangay Kapinyahan was formerly known as Sitio of Barangay Locsoan in year 1921 to 1952, and was officially declared as Barangay Kapinyahan in 1952 during the administration of Mayor Pablo Caniha. And as noted to Pius et al. 2025, a recent survey we conducted in Barangay Kapinyahan, Maldivan revealed that the community continued to face several socio-economic challenges, particularly in areas of economic livelihood, health services, and environmental conditions. So among of the 253 respondents we interviewed, 30% identified as housewives and 28% as farmers, indicating a heavy reliance on informal or subsistence-based on income sources. So this presentation for today, it provides, our presentation is to provide secretariat services to assess the barangay in identifying key issues and crafting community-based solution through a participatory development planning process as stated in Section 113 of the Local Government Code. So we have here the methodology. So the researchers followed a systematic and ethical approach in developing the Barangay Kapinyahan plan. So with the approval of Barangay Captain, so we conducted a survey using a simple random sampling, selected only 250 respondents, and we followed the use of needs assessment and gender role matrix, so to identify the key issues regarding the community. So furthermore, after the conduction of the interview, the data collected, we used Microsoft Excel to highlight priority needs findings and to have to create evidence based on the recommendations. And we also reviewed the existing barangay development plan that we collect here to identify the gaps and the line proposed interventions. So we have here the results of the conducted survey. So next we have when it comes to the age of respondents based on the SA clarifications, we have 91% of our respondents that age of 15 to 64 years old, and we have 9% of 65 above. So the inclusion of multiple age groups help in identifying diverse needs such as education, unemployment for younger individuals, and health and welfare services for older adults. Next, we have when it comes to gender. So as you can see, we have 53% of female and 47% of male. Since female man mo most people serve na din sa household responsibilities, and ang sa male po is sila naman work. Next, we have when it comes to civil status, we have 46% of married, 25% of single, and we have 21% of live-in and 8% of widow. So mas na po siya in person. Yes, mas na po siya ang marriage. So parang it shows na kaning main households consists of families. So nagkuhan sila usapan ng when it comes to the education for the health and welfare for everyone. Next, when it comes to occupation, we have double housewives. Next is farmers, student, unemployed, and tricycle driver, and so on and so forth. So the occupational diversity suggests the need for support in both livelihood, development, and job security. So skills training, small business support, and employment programs can have a strong impact. So next we have the highest educational attainment. So as you can see, we have 27% of elementary level, we have 84% of high school level, we have 20% of elementary graduate, we have 12% of college graduate, we have 9% of college level, and we have 8% of the high school graduate. So this points to potential limitations in access higher education and skilled job opportunities. So educational programs such as adult learning, scholarship, or vocational training can empower residents and open better employment prospects. Next, we have the gender roles matrix research.
So the gender role matrix is based on this graph. The survey is highlighting those men that engage in various productive roles, primarily in income generating and labor-intensive activities. So this includes the farming, which is 58%, the copat is 19%, the tricycle driver is 12%, the local vendor is 1%, business owner is 4%, and the botanizing, furniture making, and the construction is 2%. So next is the
based sa inyong interview nga
Based on the
sa mga respondents nga sa libre sa bahat ang grade is sa 2%, yellow is 2% furniture, mas ay sa baha ang 2% sa rin vulcanizing then furniture
namin dito sa Baguio, sir.
muna ko dito furniture barabo then ang pink construction worker.
Yes, po.
Sige, reklamo ka mag sige, sige.
So, sa ilang reproductive sir is so ano? So, the common task in reproductive is the motoring plant, which is the most, mostly the answer based on the survey that highest percentage of 53%, next is the malugway, kung kabaw is 12%, next is magpatubig sa batak 10%, maguna 8%, magbantay sa batak 6%, malubong sa matok 5%, nakunin ako na nakapay sa learner 3%, then magpatubay o kandi 2%, and 30 is mag-ayad sa kanyang maraming 1%. So next is the productive of women. So in women, women is engaged in a variety of productive and caregiving roles that contribute significantly to both household income and family welfare. So the highest percentage of women is productive of women is the magtanong sa batak, which is 30%, mamali is 23%, manupad is 16%, babysitter is 8%, online seller is 6%, sari-sari store is 6%, lavandera is 5%, malamig vendor is 5%, and nature is 2%. So in any productive of women is the percentage of the highest percentage of is 25% in household chores. Madalas sa palibot is 19%, then malimig sa lagaran is 23%, and malimig sa tanong is 17%, and mag-increase is 10%, and magkakabay is 10%, na magkakabay is 10%. So next is
based on our conducted survey, it shows 7 highly needed methods. So first, ito is water connection, next ang drainage, and then improvement of the road improvement, sir, and then expansion, and then mga iro, and then mga kuan, but din niya lang ang figure out kung sa among barangay development plan proposal is only one, which is ang clean up dirt in public spaces, waterways, and drainage system. So we have here, as I said earlier, we have here the problem, issue, and concern as a next video.
Sa tingin nga sa dis pinatutuhan
253 mandatory, sir. Yeah, we use that using simple example of household, the house and answer. So we have here the problem, issue, and concern. So as I said earlier, we have here the drainage sa barrio, tubig yun, kay walay agas o 10 minutes na panahon, and then ang mga irot sa mga kasada, and then road improvement or expansion kay ibang pagpapadaw, and then libreng equipment sa farmers, and also really included nga ang pagpalisa daw sa ayuda at activity. And also we have here solar streetlights and pagpadayon sa pag-construct sa irrigation. So that's the issue and concern based on the 253 respondents we interviewed. So now let's proceed the proposed development plan. So we cross-checked the barangay development plan of the Barangay Kapinyahan from of the year of 2023 to 2026, and based on the results na mga issues and concerns na mga gather is naana siya dito sa BDP. So we were not allowed to propose a development plan na naana siya sa BDP. So pag naman dito, we want here the regular cleanup drive since wala na siya. That's one of the yes, so the program activity or the project that we propose is the regular cleanup drive activity. So the objective or purpose of this was to reduce waste accumulation and maintain a clean, safe, and healthy environment for all residents of Barangay Kapinyahan, and to improve the physical appearance of streets, canals, and public spaces, making the barangay more pleasant and livable. So the proposal month was 8,000. So this proposal month, we anchored this to the Department of Budget and Management, DILG Primer on Volume 2, which stated that if naakunoy ang barangay, ang sa barangay, if na-assure 100 residents, it means nga na-assure ma-accumulate ka 80,000, minimum of 80,000 nga budget. And ang katong 80,000 is, ibalan pa siya for SC, which is 10%, and then 20% ato is for the budget nga para nasapan sa barangay. So ang only lang ang makuha is 16,000, but ang lang propose is 8,000 based on the Department of Education Manual 2023. It shows there in the last page of our BDP and ito ang expenses sa Brigada Eskwela Manual 2023. So dito lang mag-i-anchor ang pinaka-last page, sir. Dito lang mag-i-anchor ang budget niya. Yes, sir. Another lang, sir. So dito lang mag-i-anchor, which is breakdown ng expenses is cleaning tools, which is mga shovels, brooms, rakes, and gloves. Next is trash bags and containers. Next is napili ang some water for volunteers, and then printing of posters or information material like bawal magtaka ng basura dito, like that. And then contingency supplies for minor repairs and maintenance lang. And then we also included the trash cans. Yes po. So the time frame for this is monthly siyang activity based on the Philippine Department of Environment and Natural Resources, the ENR, which supports monthly community cleanup drives under the Clean and Green and Basura Free So the expected result of this activity that we proposed was to the formation of the barangay cleanup committees or schedules and ensure regular and organized drive, and to create a significant reduction of waste in public areas such as roads and canals. So also we have here the forecasted growth that will support the proposed development plan.
We have 2 theories na gamit para makita ang growth sa ating plan. So first is the socio-technical transition model, the S-form. According to Gills of 2002, socio-technical transition often follow an S-shaped form, starting with slow progress due to barriers to adaptation, followed by a period of rapid growth, and eventually reaching a phase of stabilization. This model is particularly used in community-based environmental programs as it links technological, social, and institutional factors that influence innovation uptake. So, where the pre-developed plan. This is the preparation stage, which is if plan will start to be announced. Next is the take-off. This is the mobilization phase, where the cleanup drive is announced to the residents and encouraging them to participate in the activity. Next is the acceleration. This is the scaling phase, where many Barangay Kapinyan's residents actively participate in the cleanup drive. Visible improvements in cleanliness and community health motivate even more people to join. Last is the stabilization. This is the maturity and institutionalization stage. The activity is now part of daily life. It's included in schools and barangay plans, focused to keeping high standards and innovating. So in our next theory na gamit is the environmental management growth model. According to Ukadhay and Institute of 2019, environmental management initiatives follow a dynamic systems growth model, where factors such as participation, operational efficiency, environmental improvements, and public perceptions contribute to a sustainable growth. The research uses mathematical modeling to explain how interventions in environmental projects such as in waste management and cleanup efforts can experience nonlinear growth patterns. Initially, slow due to institutional and social constraints, followed by accelerated outcomes and participation and operation capabilities expansion. Ini ang mga parliamentary model specification. EJ equals beta 0 plus beta 1 volunteers plus beta 2 waste plus beta 3 equipment plus beta 4 environment plus beta 5 expand plus the air return. Ang EJ is the economic growth indicator in barangay, the percentage change in productivity in waste generated. Volume is the number of volunteers, waste amount of waste collected in kilograms or tons, equipment, operational capacity, the tools, equipment and battery, and is the environmental improvements, the cleanliness score, pollution index. Expand is the program expansion, the number of new zones covered, frequency of drives. Then beta 0 is the intercept, E is the air return capturing and observed factor. So when the estimated coefficient beta 1 to beta 5 are positive and statistically significant, the model suggests that increased volunteer participation, greater waste collection, enhanced operational capacity, improved environmental conditions, and programs expansion each play a critical role in driving sustained economic growth in barangay Kapinyan and Balmira.
So, which in conclusion that with the proposed development plan that we propose in you, the regular cleanup drive, so it shows in the model that it has a positive and significant relationship to the economic growth of the barangay Kapinyan. So, we have here the appendices. So first we send the request letter, and then we have the documentation. This is the appendices, which is among the anchor that we have budget sa proposed plan. Next, we have here the documentations, and lastly, the references that we use in the proposed, and that's the end of our presentation. And also, we have here the consent form na nagpamatuod na So that's it, and that's the end of our presentation.
Congratulations. Mayo. Kanang inyong ipangungkot sa among isang naanin niyo sa pag-supply ng kanang sa weekly na job, pero dili nag-coordinate ng teacher nang ikain na sa tila sa 2 weeks o sa 1 month is nang iduha ka clean up dapat kanang napila ka itong what sa dili clean up then na to siya tuloy mo na busy dito kami ko busy usahay di na mo ang obligasyon is dili di na mo kuan pero nakikita kuan sa buwan nami upat nga kuan every Saturday clean up drive pero ang inyong na partisipasyon dili gyud nga ang apil ang process no kay ingon naman ang different official na sila may distributor di kami bigado ni mo ni ako nga namo ko ni report sa DG every week every Saturday para meeting mo salamat kayo inyong na kuan ang kanang sa kanal is dili namo kayo wala siya katong damit kung lumiyak na siya kuan problema then kanilang expansion is dili po ng apos sa barangay tungod sa budget pero kami nangita kay paagi na siguro nakita mo dikan dinhi sa proper at utaman sa Tumatunga is non-expansion. Ang pala lang sa dikan dito sa Alpo sa Tumatunga nato kadung sa atin. Wala na problema no. Naay mga gamay nga i-repair na sa datong kay bakto ba amo na nang ipangitaan pa ayo na sa sunod yung ngari okay na. Sige ka, guys. Kahit na pa na, kahit naam na pa, asip na naman. Tapi yung nakalan, guys, nga karon na ito, namin, murag na arami ni ato sa school. Na, tingin na hul, kahit na kami ba? Itsap-tsap ang 50% sa barangay. Kung maoy pagkita ko sa katawan, amang nagpinit. Pero, ang problema ng hindi ko. Halimbawa ako, pagitan, ang mga pisyanan, ako dito ako sityo, kadain ko si Binta, ako po dito, kadain ko manente. Pila ba? Sige lang, may ako na ako. Sige, thank you kayo, thank you.
Pwede na namin bilhin ang sige ko for references. Pwede na ang rating lang, sir.
Ayaw, cool. Pahit sa ipahit ang pinakapan.
Yes.
Ay.
And then sa signature na lang. Signature na lang. Pwede na mag-picture ninyo, sir.
Natin po sa pagkukuhan ng pipit ng kapakutin yung kita eh. Pero nakita ninyo ang problema sa mga ang tilo na, tilo? Usap na naman kasi. Kami na tilo na ng manapugin, doon yung tao din, murang skidita. Kaya sa Lazada, nakahuli may dirikulo ka po, problema kayo ang tagkal di. Ang kuwan ba, wala pang ilayo. Nandawas ka. Mula ko, pagkutlo na kung daw natin, para po, wala kami nanapan.
Pakita.
Pakita.
Yan, very good. Malagay mo operation sa
Problema dito.
pero, kita.
Katawan ng tao ko, pero ang barangay is nakuha yung program, pero wala rin natin mata please, at ng tao, ang anak, yung buhatin namin, sakit na kapitan noong na lang.